Hello and welcome back to another Grand Cross Age of Titans video. Um, so in today's video, we're going to talk about how to prepare for the next season in Grand Cross. So we do know a little bit of information and some stuff is still unknown. So what I may say in here might be changed, but as soon as the update drops, I do plan to record a video on that and post it as soon as I can. Um, for regards to not having anything go up over the last few days, of course, it was the weekend and I wanted to relax. And I also ended up breaking my headphones, so I couldn't tell if my voice was loud enough or not. And I know that that does happen sometimes with my voice, but I believe I fixed it all. I tested it 3 different times, so we're going to play it by ear. So with what we know in Grand Cross, it's obviously different than other games, right? So if we look at something, like Rise of Kingdoms or um, Call of Dragons, those are both made by Lilith. And they're great games, just like I believe Grand Cross is. And so what we have, which is kind of the same as Call of Dragons, is different seasons. So as we know, there's a couple, I think there's 2 or 3 seasons in Call of Dragons. I think they're entering season 3 soon. So I'm going to go off of that a little bit with what I think they're going to put into here. So obviously we know that season 2 is going to be Asgard, and there's going to be new heroes and just different tier units as well. So this is kind of what I'm thinking, okay? So let's assume that they add in the new heroes and there's going to be no specialty like season 2 stuff, okay? So obviously we go into the star fragment here, and we have the normal summon and we have the advanced summon. Obviously I am already doing what I'm about to tell you to do, and that is save every single one of your advanced summons that you can right now. We do not know if there are going to be a season 2 version of advanced summon, but in the off chance that there is not, the more that you can hoard right now is going to be better, because as we know, there are going to be some unique commanders and some legendary heroes that are going to be introduced into obviously Grand Cross for season 2, because we're going to be doing more flying units and everything of the sorts like that. And so even having a slight chance of having all these advanced summons, what is it going to do, right? I mean, you're not going to have as many tier 1 to tier 3. You might not be able to fully exchange stuff on the exchange shop, but on that off chance that they are going to release 1 or 2 heroes into the advanced summon, you're going to be able to get pretty far ahead, even if you have a couple hundred, right? Typically you should be able to unlock the new ones. I'm going to assume that they might put them in at a little bit higher rate depending on what they do. Another thing is, once you get those to level 60, of course that nice pack is going to pop where you can spend $70 times 3, so 210 and plus some change. And then you're going to be able to get the 30 legendary mana stones, and you can put them into any single commander that you would want to work. As you can tell, I'm working Alicia right now, like I've made clear, and I'm also working Freya, because thank you 22 for just absolutely smashing us with those rallies, and the other kingdoms who really proved what the meta was. So that kind of hurt. Anyway, that's one of the biggest things that I would do. So first off is save the event summons. We only have a couple weeks. On Wednesday, which today is Monday, I'm recording this, we will know what the update is. And of course I'm going to have that video out as soon as I can, and we are going to talk about everything that's in there, and I'm going to dissect it. I don't care if it's an hour long. I am planning to wake up super early before work, because typically they release between 4 and 5 o'clock my time. Okay, so as we state that, regarding the heroes portion, so you want to save as many XP books as you can right now. I'm kind of doing a mission right now, and I don't mind just grinding it out with barbarians if that's what you want to do. But the more experience tomes that you have, the faster that you can get under the level 26 and, get those 17,000 gems and the 10 mana stones per level 60. I'm not sure how good they're going to be or anything like that. It might be a massive flop, and there's only going to be 1 or 2. Or it could be like the Full Metal Alchemist, where Lust is good, Riza is good. We have Envy who's good, and we have Roy who's good, where every single one is amazing, but we just don't know, right? So The next thing that we should really take a look at is saving up every not specialty item, speed up that you can right now. So when we were thrown into kind of like a season 1, where I kind of consider that to be Rena, she was a purchased commander or hero, I guess I should be saying, right? So Rena costed a pretty penny in order to awaken her. That was a whole lot of fun. I live streamed that. Um, so if you are a spender, now would definitely be the time to kind of cut back a little bit if you are capable of doing that. And, just be ready to go in on one of the new heroes that may be released in the same fashion. Also, depending on what they decide to do, instead of Bunny and Dice, if we do get a undefeatable event, we might get a event where we're going to be able to get a hero like Iris, and she's going to be a competition between different kingdoms, and you're going to really have to fight for that, right? Season 2 was something brand new, awesome, content worthy. So what are we going to do, right? So first off, you want to save as many speeds as you can. Obviously, I only have 151 days along with the 41. I'm buying different packs right now than what I typically would. I have a bunch of resources saved up. I have more resources in here. Obviously, you can see my VIPs over 200,000 in my... I think I'm getting close to 300,000 at this point, but that's not the point, right? Another massive thing that you can be saving right now is tools. So obviously I don't particularly use them very often, but it is my goal too. If you do 2,000 golden bombers, it costs 11,000 tools. So obviously that's a free so 8,000 bombers for just using tools instead of using speed ups. That's pretty darn nice. I don't know what the actual conversion is if we have the buff on and the kingdom buff and everything like that, but that is something that you should really be stocking up on. So we've already covered some of the massive points that I really wanted to make. So let's go ahead and talk about something that are unknown. So obviously with Season 2 that is coming out, we have specific Season 2 Mana Stones here, but they are the cross to Legendary Mana Stones. So my guess is that there are going to be different, just general Season 2 Mana Stones that we're going to have to get, which is typical for any other game that comes out. There are specialty Mana Stones. I'm not sure if you're able to use universals on those yet, but we will take a look at that, and as soon as we know, I will do it. But just in that case, unless you're working on commanders or heroes like I am right now on a super massive scale and putting everything that you can into them, I would definitely save those, just in the chance that I can. If not, look, you can awaken Melody, Helga, you have Agnes in here, Belly, Biam, Alicia. These are all just amazing commanders to, awaken that it's just going to get you something decent in the open field. So on the off chance that you have 200 to 300 sitting in your inventory, who cares? It's there. It's going to help you one way or the other. I know that there's another massive thing that I really needed to talk about, and I cannot remember. So I am looking all around right now to think. Obviously, we're going to be getting the new lab. I don't know if there's going to be specialty speeds or if we're going to be able to use our... I don't even have any. Our actual lab speeds on them. So this is something that you might want to pause using your speeds on and start saving. Obviously, I am just pushing for more tier 5, so that way I can just finish this and just be done with it. That is also going to cost a little bit, but they also said that a free-to-play is going to be able to finish it by the end. So that is something that is always cool to look forward to. And the final point, which I actually remembered, is something that we don't know if it's going to happen. So in Call of Dragons, whenever you go from Season 1 to Season 2, your heroes get reduced in level by, I think it's either 30 or 40 levels. So they go from level 60 back to level 20 or 30. I don't particularly know how much it is, and I'm really hoping that they don't do it on this game, because it takes such a long time to grind every single one of these to level 60. Obviously, I have a pretty decent amount, which I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 34 and a bunch at level 59, and some are just underworked, right? We really do not want these reset, but you know, if you are just doing, beats and steves and binsies, just the dailies, you'll be okay. Hopefully some of you got it before they changed it a little bit, and you'll be able to, just get them really quick. Or as long as you're not just lazy like me, then you'll be okay. So oh, that was kind of cute. I got distracted. So let's go ahead and end this video here. Put what you think is going to happen down in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what your intake is going to be, and any predictions that you might have. So I hope you have a great rest of your night or day whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you all in the next video. Be on the lookout for a couple special videos that are coming this week. Peace.